Hello everybody, this is Sonya, and now this is week 2 of our slow stitch circles that I'm making using all different sorts of embroidery stitches. So I did 2 last week because I was halfway. I showed you halfway and the rest, and I've decided I'm going to do just the one each week because otherwise I'm going to end up with a real lot, and which is only thing different in this one is this has got a around the edge of that is a blanket stitch, and I will put that onto one of these here this morning that I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got this part here of that one started, and I'm going to show you on this one because I'm going to put a little one on here too. Somebody asked me if I was going to do 52. Well, I don't know how and what I would do with them after. I think I just would keep them on a card as a reference and maybe put them in a little book or something or use them in different things that you're making, I guess. You can put them in your journals as a pocket, and in your sewing journals too as pockets or tucks or something. You know, there's lots of different things you could do with them. So make a badge for your clothes. You could cut that out and make a nice badge to wear. You know, there's lots of different ideas. So maybe part way through, if we keep going good, we can start doing something with each of the pieces that we do. Okay, so let's do this one today. This one is a lattice couching that I'm doing here, but I've got that far so I can show you on there how to get to that far. Okay, because there's a lot of work and I do need to, oops, I better start this up and make sure that I can show you all of what's going on. Now I want to put something on here. I like the purple, but then again I have little boxes here with cottons in, see, because we use crochet thread or embroidery thread, but I like to use the crochet thread the best. And then you need a good needle, and usually they are embroidery needles, or they could be crewel needles. They've got to have a big enough eye that you can fit the cotton through, and then this part here's got to be big enough so that the thread will follow through the hole that this makes in your work. Plus we're using felt, and this one here is not actually wool felt. That one there it's not. Some of them are and some of them aren't. I was on I got caught yesterday. I said to Jeremy the other day, he said to me that he wanted me, this is my husband, I wanted him to come out and get me the box with the felt in it. So anyway, he came in here and he got the box with the felt in it, and he brought it out, and it's, good size box, fairly good size box. And he said, and that was good, brought it out. And anyway, last night, I was on there and I was looking for felt on the internet. And I said to him, I've been looking everywhere, I said, for felt. I said, some of it's really dear. I said, and you can't get there's something marked on that bit, I'm going to cut that off. I said, you can't get a lot of it here in Australia. You can, but the prices are really, a bit outrageous. You've got to find the right place to buy it. And he said to me, oh, you need felt for? He said, you got a big box. He didn't say I couldn't have any, but he just wanted to know why I would need it. And anyway, I said, well, look, I'll have to tell you something now. And when I can remember, every time I've had to make, or I've been making something to do with embroidery or whatever, I always, even if I have the supplies, I always go out and buy more, because you don't want to run out, do you? You just can't afford to run out. So I found that quite amusing. He never said anything. But I just said to him, I said, I haven't got all the colours. Well, obviously I haven't got any of that. And I need a bit more. There's another colour here too that I really like, that I thought I might like to get in felt, but I can't remember now what it is. But yeah. So I got sprung. He said, you got a big box of it. I do. A lot of the colours are very dark, and I don't use a lot of the darker ones. So what we're doing is you just get your little circle, which I just drew a little circle around actually I used the lid of the glue stick and drew a circle, and then I cut out the felt piece, because I showed you how I did that on the other one that I made the other day anyway. So you're going to put some pieces, you're going to do some straight stitches around this. Now I started in the middle because I wanted to just try and make it even if I can. You never know, it might not be, but you can have a go. do your very best. Now, even if you're learning, this is not hard. I mean, and anybody that doesn't know a lot of these stitches will probably like to do it if they've been sewing for a long time. One lady, Elizabeth, over there in England, you told me you wanted me to do this, and I said, well, I was going to try and do it, so here I go. I hope that I can get people going along with me. It'd be really nice if you just wanted to go too. As a couple of ladies said they would join in, so that'd be nice. But as you know, as long as we're learning something, it's all good. So there's no rules to how many of these we need to put across it. We just need to make it so it looks like, you know, nice and even. And I sort of make sure that you come up very close to your little piece there, right? Now I'll start in the middle to your little circle. You want to come up close to your little circle. I hope I picked the right colours so you can see what we're doing. So we go down over here. I was just going to say, this makes a good pineapple. If you were making a pineapple and you want to fill it in with something, this is a stitch for that, I think. That's just my opinion. Now I've run out of thread nearly, so I'm going to go and I'm going to leave that there. I don't think I'm going to go over any further, so I'm going to end this off and get some more. Each time we hope to be doing more than like one. Oh, that's blue. What am I doing? Where's my pink? Each time we'll be doing more than one stitch. I hope to do 3 or 4. There is hundreds of stitches, so the designs will be, it's probably outrageous the amount we'll be able to do, but we'll just see how we go, eh? And somebody commented on my thing that the lady's name was Adrian somebody, and it's on my last video, and it tells you where to go to watch her videos and where to go to buy stuff that she sells to work with, like for her channel. So if you want to do that, you can go and have a look at that. I don't know how long ago she did hers, but I started making some of these. I have a book here where I did a few in 2017. But mine were flowers mostly that I did these on, not circles. Now, so we got this. Now I've got, this is a bit open there, but I'm not going to worry too much about that because when I cross it, it'll be fine. So we're going to go behind here. Now, there's 2 other ladies doing these, a series on them that I discovered. Loretta, and her channel is Sparrow. I'll try and find it for you. And the other one is Little Snippets, and that's Geraldine over in England. Was she doing the circles? I can't remember now. That's not good. But I found hers there today. So, so they're doing their own series. I think Geraldine's doing a series. I'm not too. So there's lots of places you can go and learn, because I think it's really caught on. Stitching has really caught on for some reason, which is really good. I wish I had it. Wish I had it caught on when I was first on here, but there wasn't many people that interested in it, I don't think. So, but anyway, I found what's the name too, scrap journal making. So I started a bit of that. Now I've got to find something that's going to look good over the top of this, don't I? Colour that I don't know. Not going to be able to see that properly. The yellow is always a good thing, I suppose. No, we're not going to be able to see that either. What about this one? That's a good one. This is a sort of a perky colour, but it's okay. It looks perky, doesn't it? No, it does, but it's not bad. It looks good when you put it against there, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so there's other people doing these as well, so you'll be able to follow everybody if you'd like to learn lots of different things. Geraldine's starting out for beginners. Mine are sort of beginners and advanced, so it doesn't matter. I don't think you know, if you just follow the things, you should be able to have a go, see how you learn. Anyway, it's all good. So you come up at the back of here. I'm not going to do around the outside yet. I'll do the outside later, around the edge here, when I decide what I'm going to put on that. So this, I'm going to go down in there, and then I'm come up this side of the little what's the name, and I'll go down in there and make a little cross over the top of the lattice piece. You can't really tell that it's a little cross because it's a little bit, you know, it's not very big. Maybe I should just make it a little bit bigger so you can see that that's what it is. It might just get lost in the felt a bit. They actually have felt on the internet that is made from plastic bottles. I didn't kind of sort of want to buy that because I don't know what it was like to sew with, but I thought that was a good thing if they got that. It's mostly used for kids' craft and stuff like that, I think. I was going to do this with wool, you know, like background, and lost me wool, but then I found me wool, but I'd already started the felt ones, so the felt ones is what we're going to do. Everybody can find felt, I hope. There's some really nice, beautiful pieces out there. You don't need a lot. Unless you're me, and hubby catches you, you know. He's trying to get some more. Oh, well, he knows that I need me stuff. He knows I need me stuff. Because I was complaining about how much it costs. Because it's wool, really, the wool felt stuff, you know. It's the real thing. And that's nice. But this is nice too. This works. It's not stiff or anything. So you can buy a real stiff sort of one. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got some here that I bought a while back to do something with. Can't remember now what it was. But these are the pieces that I used to buy at we had a shop here that had craft things. Vanessa's Woolen Craft, and it was, oh no, I've made a knot here. It was really good to, now Sonya used to always say check the back, and I didn't do that, did I? And I've got a big knot. I'm going to leave it there till I come to the end of it, and then I'll cut that off and make a knot and fix it up, okay? So now I go across that way? Yeah, and now I need to go that way. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, but the shop closed down, so you just don't get nothing. We don't have a shop at all that sells anything to do with, you can buy a few things in Big W. There's not a specialist shop for these, for nice things, you know. Maybe Big W might have felt, hubby said, so I could go up there and have a look, I guess, next time I go up the street. I don't feel like going out there anymore. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but it's going to be warm today, so that's good. I'm really happy about that. So this looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I really am liking this. Let's push down over between the two bits and push it down. Of course, it'd make a good lattice too. That's what it was for. I think I did some of this on my crazy patchwork one time, whether it was just lately or not, I don't remember now. I'll have to finish this one because I'm going to put something around the outside, and there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time, so hope you don't mind. We get it. You can sew along with me. It's good to do something with other people, and it's nice to do sewing. It's a long time since I've been in a sewing group. I've been teaching them, but I haven't been. Not lately, no, years since I have taught. I haven't taught for years. I don't really want to join a ladies group, but I'll probably take over You know, I'll try to. Oh, I don't know. Can't explain that. I suppose I could start my own, because I feel sometimes that I'd like to get together with like-minded people and do a bit of this sort of thing. I mean, I do on, you know, I talk to you on YouTube, but it'd be nice to have somebody to do a bit of, you know, just to talk about what you do and stuff like that. I've got a couple of people in mind that I could get started with, but neither of them do sewing, so that wouldn't work for me, would it? But anyway, when you're in a small town, you're either got everybody together and you know who they are and you can do it, or you just, you know, like the other hand, like me, just people that would have probably joined along and probably got old now and don't want to do it or something. I don't know. I don't know if the young people want to do these things or not. Some of them seem like they're interested in them. I'm going to go right down here to this corner. Right, move that up a bit. You move over and I'm going to sneak up through here. Righto. Down in there. That looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I was going to do buttons when I first started, when I was going to first start this. I don't know if I said anything about that. And then I thought, oh no, they're too small. I just made a bit bigger button, didn't I? Made a circle. Better get some more thread. Use some more thread. Ah, come on. What have I done? Tell me I've caused a knot again. It's alright. It's through. Is that right? Yes. Very good. Now, I've got this bit here that I accidentally did not pull up tight enough. So I'm going to cut it and I'm going to tie it to this one as tightly as I can without pulling all this up and making a mess. Because if I'd have seen it before, I could have took it undone, but I didn't see it soon enough, so I'm making a knot in it so it won't come undone. And it's got hold of everything now. There we go. Some people don't use knots. I have to use a knot. I too worry too much that I won't do it properly. And besides, it's okay, because if it was something that was very fine, what you were using, if it was something very fine, you wouldn't use a knot. You just do a little back stitch on the top of your work. But if it's something that's thick like this, you're not going to see there's a knot underneath it. So it's okay. I've only got a bit to go across here, and then I'm going to do the outside piece. And I haven't got a clue yet what I'm putting around it, but we'll work on that. As soon as we get to it, we can find something nice. I haven't actually done a blanket stitch on here, have I? No. Or there's a lot of stitches I haven't done on here, so we'll work on our way to that. And I'm not going to do that one today, I don't think, unless I've got to work around the big one, because I'm finishing this little one off. I think it looks really nice, and I will do, you know, probably a couple of them on each thing, on each little panel. Whatever takes me liking, I suppose. Now, I've got these bits here on the end, and I need to put some, I'm going to put a cross down over there. You won't be able to see it though. Well, I'll do one anyway. I'm going to put one on this one too, because I just want to, but then I'm going to go around it with a different thread, so we'll see what happens, unless I go around with this one. I probably could have come closer to that side. I'm just going this way and then down in the end Rightio. Oops. So we'd imagine that's there like that. I'll have to get this other piece of thread out of my road because I've just sewn straight through it. Okay. But you don't want to panic about that, it'll come undone. Save whichever piece you want the most. Now that looks really cool. I do like that. You can probably add a lot more to that, even if you want to stitch a flower onto something. I might have a mouthful of water, please. I'm doing a bit of talking here, so I need a drink. I think I'll do a chain stitch around the edge of it. Finish it off a bit. I think I will. Different colour. So I've got all my colours here in front of me. That's the idea, so you can pick out what you'd like for it to look like. Don't think I'll go with that. That's really thin, that one. I want one that's thicker, that's the same colour. Doesn't look like it. These aren't all my choices, but there's all the choices I'm choosing from today. So I want to choose from today. No, not the orange. How about some green? What have I got in a green? I don't know if I like that either. Hang on, maybe something lighter. I haven't got anything in a pearl green thread, have I? Yeah. That's real green, isn't it? All dark. Look at that dark. I don't know. Sorry about this, we're just thinking. I think that's too thick. Because I don't mind either what thicknesses I use, because I think some ways, if it depends what stitch you're doing, it shows up a bit better. It's too dark, I think. Don't worry about that one then. No, that's... Oh, hang on. I've got to get this thing open though. Got it. Is that like I just was looking at? I've got that colour purple. And I think I've got plenty of the pink one. Righto. The green. I suppose I could do the variegated one. No, because it's going around the outside. I'm going to use this. I'm going to actually use some anchor. Or damn, so I don't remember which one it is now, so I'm going to use the green one. All good, I got a bit. Now I won't use the full, I'll use 3 strands. If I got 3, this might be even 4, and that way I can use them, because it is. I've already pulled 2 off that. Oh, that's good. That's good. So I can use that then. And the cat's decided to talk at the door. Thinks I'm speaking to him, I suppose. I don't know how he can hear me over the air conditioner. And I'm terribly sorry about the air conditioner, but I have to have that on. People say it's you know, it's got to go. I can't. I can't very well sit here. I can't very well sit here in the hot and do this. So we come up through the back, the side. I'm going to make the chain stitch go around it like this. I'm not going to bring it up onto it. So you go back near where you came out, just very close to near where you come out. Please don't go back in the same place, because it'll come undone. Okay, and then you just do a stitch forward. And then you just do this like so, and it's making it so I've got it that close, it looks like it's going on the side of it, but you know what, it doesn't matter to me. I don't mind that, I think. Or should I do it flat? Oh, I don't know. So you go back in here down there. And there's another stitch. See, there we go. It just depends how tight I pull that too, whether that's going to disappear into the side of it or not. But keep it right close. Keep it right close to the side of your piece of work because you want it to stay up there. Okay. So we've done a straight stitch and then we did a little cross stitch over the top of the straight stitch, didn't we? To make it a lattice stitch. Now you can write all those stitches down somewhere if you want to on what pieces that you do. I told you what you were doing last week, I think, as we were going along. So I'll if you don't know, just tell me I didn't say it or something. I don't know. I really can't. I don't have time to go back and have a look at the videos sometimes. I just don't. It's just how it is. Now these look really nice around here, doesn't it? It looks absolutely beautiful. Looks like it'd make a nice flower or a lollipop. It does. I hope you still can see what I'm doing. I tried to put myself in this base here. Tied up my table, but I put those cottons in front of me so I couldn't go way over there. I can't come back any closer to myself on it because you can see me anyway, so that's good. You know, so you can see what I'm doing. So that's what the idea was. So you just keep going around there. Don't pull your work up too tight. Just very carefully do it the same sort of distance each time. You know, you don't want to make it too tight. Okay. Oops. So this is 4 strands. I think this is anchor, this one. And there's probably different brands in different places in the world, I don't know, what you use. It's up to you. You don't have to use this sort of thing. You can use whatever you have. You can even use wool. I've done a bit of wool embroidery. Not for many years, but I have a collection of stuff to do it with. I have a collection of wool threads. I do. But it's okay. I mean, it's not like I'm young. I mean, I've been around a long time, so I've been able to collect it up. And if you look after your things, you know, you can keep them for many years, and they still work all right. I've always got mine packed in boxes or something. I don't, not in boxes and plastic bags. They're on my table and getting close to going to somewhere. In a box or a plastic bag. Oh, this is good. I really like doing this. It's very relaxing, isn't it? Thank you very much, everybody, for your lovely comments. I really appreciate that. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate that too. If you want to be notified to when I get the next video up, just click on the little bell icon. And then when that comes up, there's a thing there that says, do you want to get all the notifications or just personal ones or some? And then you click on all and it will tell you every time I put up a video, okay? Now, I think that looks stinking cute, don't you? Isn't that cool? I really like that. So that's that one for the day that we've done. And we'll try and see if we can fit in another stitch or two. Now, I might do a blanket stitch around the edge of this and then put another thing on it as well. Another stitch too. I'll take that off there and I will get myself something nice to go on the blue. I do like the orange with the blue. I think it looks really nice, don't you? I think this looks really cool. Or this purpley one. Hang on. I think all the colours go really nice together. I'll go with the purpley one. Mauve-ish, sort of. Yes, I'll go with that. So I'm only doing, I'm doing this challenge for you, and I'm following Anne Brooks' one. And am I doing anybody else's? I don't think so. I've got to do my crazy patchwork. I just love doing my crazy patchwork. I'll put that up in there so it doesn't get cobbled up. So I'm going to go around the outside of this with a blanket stitch. Now you can do a closed one, which I've seen somebody do sometime. I don't know who, but I've seen it done before. But I don't want to do that. I want to just do mine, you know, just do a blanket stitch. So you just go down in there and up through here, okay, when you just make the first stitch, when you start off. Alright, because I might want to put something fancy around it or over top of it or near it. So try and keep your stitches the same distance apart. Just go down through there and up, pick it up through there. Make sure you keep really close to your piece of felt, whatever you're using. Keep really close to that. And you know what, this to me, to the embroidery, I find that it's very easy. If you want to go and do some of a night time or something, you only have to have a needle and some cotton and a piece of when you're doing it, when I'm doing the journals, I've got to take the room with me. You know, you might want to ink something, you might want to stamp something, you might want to put a stencil on it, so it's not something you can. But this you can cart around with you, can't you? You could even go to the doctors and sit there and wait if you wanted to, if you really want to. But I wouldn't want to do that. But I don't think I've ever taken it. Or maybe I took some knitting one time. I don't know, because you used to have to go there and wait years ago. They don't want you there now, so you don't. You know, just don't want to be there anyway. But you can do your embroidery most places if you take it with you. I'd sit up and do it in bed, you know, while hubby was asleep if he'd let me. But he insists on me getting sleep too. He said we have to have our sleep, and I suppose he's right, you know, because I feel he's got to put up with me burning like a bear with a sore head if I haven't got enough sleep. He got really worried about me the other day. I went up the street to do the few jobs, and there's where I got my scooter from, there's a shop there, you know, the shop that I got it from. It has this great big, they have a big black van that they carry them around in, you know, so they can deliver them to people or whatever, pick them up and fix them and stuff like that. And anyway, he must have seen it coming up the road, and he thought I must have broke down and they were bringing me home. And then he said he couldn't wait for me to get home, you know, because after that he was really worried. But I've got a phone with me. All he had to do was ring, but I don't think he likes me to feel like he's checking up on me or something. I don't know. But anyway, I was fine and it was fine, and I don't think I could ring them to come and pick me up. I don't know if I broke down. I wouldn't. The only person I'd think I'd call is my daughter. I don't know whether she'd be able to help me or not. I know there's somewhere all the way I go up the road, there's people that live that I know, you know, the different houses. So I could always sort of stop, call over somewhere and say to somebody, you know, give us a hand. Go and get hubby, push me home. Hopefully I don't ever have that trouble. You can push them, but we're not supposed to say that because there's something there that locks that you can't push it, so people can't take them on you. But it doesn't stop some of them, I suppose. I'm going to have to go through the back now and put more cotton on this. Isn't it amazing? I just missed out on getting it all the way around there. Go fast. It doesn't make it last longer though. If you go faster so it doesn't run out. It doesn't work like that, does it? You got to stop here and get some more thread. Right. I'm going to have to brighten this up a bit. I think I've gone and dulled it down. I'm going to put some colour around there in a minute. Okay, so I should have another 10 minutes. So that when that the bell rings, I'll have another 10 minutes. So it's going to be hot here today again. They said 40 or something, maybe. And that's only, well, that's 100 and something degrees Fahrenheit, but it doesn't worry me because I'm sitting here in the cool. If I had to go out and work in it, I'd know about it, I suppose. But then again, a lot of people don't have to, because if it gets too hot here, I don't think they make them work outside in this heat. And if it's, the schools have got air conditioning, as far as I know, majority of them have, and the people just go out of their houses into the garage, get in the car, turn on the air conditioning, go to work, do the same, get into cool. So the majority of people are pretty cool, I think. So there is those unfortunate that haven't got cooling, which is not good. I don't think it's actually in all the schools yet in Australia. It was supposed to be. I couldn't believe it when my daughter went to... Oh, hang on, I didn't go far enough to play. No, it's all right. I couldn't believe it when my daughter went to high school and they didn't have air conditioning in the classroom. Oh, I was absolutely stunned, I was. So I didn't know, and I went to school here. And anyway, they got it for them though. All of them, it eventually happened because it just gets too hot. I think they would send them home maybe, or not have school that day. I don't know how it worked now. It was a while back. So now I've got to find out how I can fix this, because I feel like I've got a little pointy bit on the end there. Give him a bit of oh, well, this looks pretty forgiving. Look at that, it'll go this way and that way. I would have liked to have done them crosses across there, but I can't do that now because I don't want to hold you up too much longer without showing you something else. My goodness me, that's bright, isn't it? Isn't it nice though? We might even go with that. Put it on here somehow. How are we going to stitch this on? I don't know. We'll work it out. How about we loop it round in them things there? Do some sort of a loopy stitch. Let's stop that. Sorry, I had cotton in my mouth, which I shouldn't be doing. Makes it swell up, Sonya. But you still do it anyway. I know. It flattens out for a little time, long enough to just shove it through the hole, I think. That's what I'm saying anyway. It didn't work, did it? Come on. Right, gotcha. Now I've got a truckload of this string here. Righto, so what can I do to make this a bit more jazzier? I could make a little flower top or something. I could make a petal. Oh, I could make a petal. Now I have got way too much because it's making knots. I don't know why I did that. That is so silly. I was getting carried away when I try and hurry. Okay, so I can see that when that gets to 12, I have to go and find something else going. That's it. I've got to go then. Right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I hope I do. I'm going to try and see if I can sew a flower in here. This is a detached chain, and it actually would make a nice daisy. So this is a detached chain stitch, okay, which means it's off there by itself. Right. So there's one, and this will be two. Do I want it to come back all the way to that blue? I think I'm going to have to make it take up the whole space in between there and there, which is not going to be easy because I've got to make this, it's not all straight, is it? I'll just do this one because I'm thinking I'm going to have to take it undone and do something different, because I don't want it to be wonky. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it's just not straight enough, Sonya. You can't have that. I should have put my I'll do that probably around the edge of it or something. I'll find something to put in there so it will be nice. The stitches I can put through there, because I've not done that really centered. It's not actually, I did a good job, but I didn't do it really centered, did I? Okay. So I suppose I can wrap this round in through here. Just bring it back through that one and go through this one. I'm not going to do it all the way. I'm just going to do it once, just to make a trim round it, okay, of orange. Go under that one and under that one. There we go. Just go back under this piece and under this piece, and don't use the back of your needle because you want to you don't want to pick up the other thread. Alright. I suppose that wasn't very far out, that bit, but I didn't want it to. So we're sort of weaving this through on your I didn't want it to look wrong. I don't know if it would, but I just didn't want it to. I wanted them to all be the same size. So I need to pay a bit more attention to when I centre things, don't I? But it doesn't matter. It's my piece of sewing, and I can have whatever I want. And this is what I meant to do, isn't it? That's what I meant to do. That looks really cool. So you go back through that one and through the next one. And go back through that one and through the next one. There and there. Rightio. Thinking about what to put around the outside, but don't know yet. I'm going to finish the centerpiece here. Keep finishing that down before I do the outside of this, because I think I might just do I need to put something in here. I just don't know what to do yet, so but I'll think about it. I suppose I should have all that planned, but I don't know, there's so many different things you can do. You might as well just do whatever's working on the day, I suppose. Right. I'm not too disappointed with that. I think that looks all right. And Geraldine, who has Little Snippets, said in the 70s, she said, we put this on our clothes, these sort of things on our clothes. She said, if you didn't have something written on your flares, you said you weren't there, you weren't with it. I remember my jeans had peace embroidered on one leg and love embroidered on the other leg. And I had jeans that I cut up the side and I put big pieces of flowery material in them to make them flary, you know, because there was, I didn't have the flares like I wanted the flares, so I did them like that. And we did have, yes, lots of embroidery and stuff on our things, and that's probably why things in the 70s are very popular. We're in the 70s, a bit popular now, so it's sort of coming back into fashion. And people did a lot of embroidery and stuff back then. I did do some, but I did not do a lot. I did that sort of thing so I could, on my clothes, so I could have the flary clothes. I do like boho style, but like I said to somebody once, I had to be on the down low. I couldn't be, had to try and be, you know, I don't know why, but I just, and I love the hippie type things myself, I really do. Look at that, I do like that. I mean, I can envision that that's finished, that bit there, and will be done. Maybe I could do a bit more on it. I might tie this piece of thread to this piece. I might be even able to finish that. What do you reckon? You think I can finish that so I can show you what it looks like? Okay, we'll try that, eh? I hope that I've got something up there, some new stitches that you haven't seen or done before, and that you can, you know, do your things with it. I've been winding cotton onto these things. I bought these the other day in a packet. I went to Vinnie's, haven't been there for ages because it was closed. I bought a whole heap, I don't know how many I got about 10 maybe, and I started rolling them on there because I haven't got any of them other things, but I think I'd rather the other things. These are really time consuming to try and wind this on here because you put it through there each time. I don't know why, but it was just annoying me after a while, so I might not wind them on there. I suppose they're good to put them on for something. I don't know what people use them for. They're for thread of some sort, but I thought I'd do that. But anyway, I wouldn't have enough, so I'm going to I'll go online and I'll get some of these good hard plastic ones are good. I've got a lot of card ones, but those plastic ones are good. I could cut them out, but I'm too lazy to cut them out on my big shot. I'd be there all day though, because I'd need a fair few. So I'm not lazy, it's the fact that I haven't got, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to cut out enough, as many, I couldn't cut out 100 in a short space of time. But I don't mind not having all my thread rolled. I can do a bit at a time anyway, because I can't roll all these ones that's on the crochet thing. Maybe I want to crochet something one day. Still use it though. So I'm just going across these. I'm going across these. Anyway. Come on, Sonya, where are you? It's actually quite thick, these, what I'm doing this through. It's not hard to do it though, and that's not what I was saying. I just, you can think you're coming up in the right space when you come through from the back, but you might not be. I'm going to actually put one over this out here. And hope it works. Very good. There's something coming undone a bit here. I want to fill that through there and see what, that's better. Might have been where I ended it off and I didn't end it off properly. So I'm going to go through the back of it and fix it after. Try not to lift this sideways, Sonya. Try and keep them straight. I'm going to put a piece over this one here too, so you can imagine that it went over there one time. I might have to come back and put another bit over the other way. I might just put something around the edge of this though, so I don't know with the blue. I might just do some straight stitches around there with the blue. So I don't know, we haven't got any mail for days, you know. I don't know what's the matter with the mailman. I don't know, it's not his fault I suppose, but still. We didn't think he was actually delivering the mail. He'd probably keeping it for, they might be only doing it 1 or 2 days a week now or something. They might not be doing the deliveries. Because if you didn't get mail, you'd surely get some sort of flyer or other, you know, to buying pizzas or buying stuff from the post office. They were always sending out flyers for that sort of thing. You don't get many catalogues these days because I think people just go online for them. I don't see many catalogues at all, which doesn't worry me. I'm not really, I can just, like I said, I can just go online, but I don't know what's the matter with the postman. He's not even sending me an old piece of paper. I see your junk mail. You're not even getting junk mail. I'm not. We'll cross all that. And back over here and cross this one. So all these little edge ones too, they should probably have a piece on it, but I have got some stitches around there, but I don't think it's enough. I think I might put something else around the edge of here. I'm going to do a chain stitch like I did with the other one, eh? Put some chain stitches around here because I think they look good. I'm going back to the front, and that's okay, which way you go. Just put the chain stitches down around here to finish this off nicely. I hope I can do this before it cuts out. Oh dear, only got a couple of minutes to go because I'm up to 45. It goes for 50, 51 or something, 52. I suppose that's long enough for you to have to watch me, I guess. I'm not very fast at what I do, so I just do, Sonya. I just do what I do. I can't do anything else. I can't slow down a bit. Go quicker, I should say. Dear oh dear. I'm getting all kerfuffled now because I'm panicking about this going to be turning itself off, because it will do. And then you'll mess that in a bit, which probably won't be that exciting, but I wanted to finish it. I'm watching that clock up there. I hope I'm right what I'm timing. I hope it's right. I don't think I'm going to make it though. Just now it all gets all just cobbled up now. Look at that, it did a skew whiff. Oh dear. Go back under there. No, what have you done? You've taken it through the... Oh no. Put it back under there, Sonya. Now go underneath it now. Okay, right. It twisted it. But that's a stitch in itself, you know, twisted chain stitch. You actually can do that. There is such a thing. There is such a thing. I'm going to go because I don't think it's going to... So I better say goodbye. And I think I like it, so I really do. And so there is what we've done so far on our slow stitch circles series. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.